Hello and welcome, my lovely Geminis. Geminis, your card in the card of tarot, your pip card is the Knight of Swords. Very, very unwillingly curious. This is about maybe setting your ideas free instead of getting stuck in them. And this can also be a little too eager about everything and just swinging her sword around a little too much and just basically just creating a bloody scene. All right, my lovely Geminis, this is your weekly intuitive energy and card reading for the week of December 2nd through December 9th, 2019. Remember, time is merely a pretense. This could be past, present, or future energies and or lessons. This is a general reading for my lovely Geminis, Sun, Moon, House, and Rising positions. Cross-watchers welcome. However, it still will not apply to all. However, your sign is not just about your personality. Far from it. Your sign of Gemini, you were born under the season of Gemini because those are the lessons that you have to learn. Remember, life happens for you, not against you, and that is why you should listen to the entirety of the reading. Like a good Aesop fable, you should be able to pull some kind of lesson from it, either for the now or the future. All right, so what do we have in the skies above us? Well, 2019 was all about the energy of hard truths, hard realities, basic lies we tell ourselves, the ways we've stolen, been robbed, the ways that we've had treachery against us, but also the ways we've done those things to ourselves. We've basically stolen from ourselves by neglecting parts of ourselves or overly investing in parts of others. And now Spirit is asking us to take all those truths and those realities. What's next? Well, what are you going to do with all that information? Well, December 2019 is preparedness for us making those wishes, grasping onto those deepest, darkest dreams and desires, Scorpio and Mars, and moving with them. Because Mars is all about movement. Same thing with the Jupiter crossing the galactic center, supermassive black hole, which is basically the gravitational pull of our galaxy, and it is willing to expand whatever we align with under those stars. Remember, we have pieces of stars inside of us, so we have the energy to grasp onto these feelings and these themes and these metaphors and run away with them and actually make our dreams come true. And that is all that Spirit is asking from us. If we are living in our true, deepest, darkest, honest authenticity, it should be easier to find what we're looking for, what path we're really supposed to be on. All right, let's get to it. Me being the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Clovers, my readings tend to focus on life, craft, action, nurturing ourselves and others, and using our will for the highest good and calling with unconditional love and, of course, gratitude. So I thank you now for all your likes, your subscribes, your comments, your views, your shares. Everything has helped the channel. I do quite love sharing my energy with you, and I do know you guys like having me share my energy with you and getting these messages, and I'm glad for the exchange. It is wonderful. It's an energy exchange. All right, so I'm just going to ask what I usually do, messages from tarot, and then I'm going to ask, I'm trying to get these love readings going. I do have love in my heart. I just know that if you're living your best life, then you will call in a love of best life proportions. All right, so Spirit, what do my gems need to know this week for those best life energies, wishes come true? What do you need to know about all of that going on above us? How to harness that energy? The World card, completion. You haven't quite ended things. Perhaps making wishes is a little tough for you right now because you haven't ended something, or something has just ended for you. The World card is about total flow, total communion with the world around you. You're all in it, man. But now you got to step forward and do something else. All endings are beginnings, especially in tarot. They are described in great detail. They're encouraged. It's very interesting. A lot of major arcana has not come out for other signs, so this is really a good one. You know what I'm at? My good ones. All right, the Four of Cups in reverse and the Nine of Swords. Okay, you're completing a little too much excitement. Things have been a little too exciting, and this is more like my drama card. I know it's unusual because it's like boredom, but it's also boredom with the drama. It's boredom with the flu-flus and the butterflies and the unimportance. It's people putting too much importance on what's really not important. It's really just boring stuff. It's trying to make things more important than they actually are, just because life kind of sucks right now. It's a little boring. And you're willing to end that. You're willing to walk away from that right now because it just creates a bit of anxiety for you. The unmasking that we have here is you realizing that a lot of it is fake. A lot of it is man-made. These Nine of Swords, these nightmares you're having, this concern you're having, these dramas and worries you're having. You're beginning to understand that those around you maybe don't have it all together. And maybe the adult advice you sought is not quite that adult. There's the greatest dramatists, the people who bring the most drama into our lives. And drama is usually man-made and fake and really just people bouncing off in undisgusting ways off of expectations they have of each other. It's created by adults. I don't know why this keeps jumping out at me, but it's that sense of it. It's fake. I'm worried about nothing. Somebody wanted to make a phone call and feel important, or somebody, somebody wanted to, I don't know. It's just not real life. And you're realizing a way out of this. You're completing that living in that drama. It's just that sense of releasing that bad emotions. That Four of Cups, it can be boredom, but it's also, you don't want those emotions. They're emotions you don't want. It's drama. It's just ridiculousness. There's a steadiness of life where greatness comes out of instead of anxiety, and you don't want any more of it. You have other things to tend to. Yeah, Five of Swords in reverse. You're willing to take the defeat. You don't even care if it's fair. With the Queen of Swords. Fine, let's do it. Let's cut this bitch. Let's get this done. Let's make the adjustment, even if I lose. That's how, miserable you are of this. You've chosen something else. You've chosen something better. With the Seven of Cups in reverse is, the Seven of Cups is the delusions card, but it's also the choice card. And the reason you have delusions is you think, I could have everything, and then sometimes maybe you pick something that ain't so great. But this is you selecting out of those delusions, moving forward to something more purposeful, more less in the head, more physical, more real. You're willing to let go. You're willing to take a loss. If it cuts off just this gangrenous part of your life, it's a part of your life that is just not, it's icky. This energy is icky. It feels just like, and if it's a leak, this is also the Libra card, the Libra pip card, this Queen of Swords. This is, yes, I'm going to swing my sword and cut shit out. But more importantly, it's at the center of your reading too. But it's also an adjustment to fairness. You're willing to take a loss. You're willing to take a loss that ain't even fair to just end it. Because it is that, King of Cups. Pisces in your energy, possibly a dad or a mom. I'm sorry, King of Cups is a Scorpio. Scorpio, transformation. King of Cups is that card of transformation. That's Scorpio. It's a creepy crawly thing. It's about getting low on your belly, getting low in those desires, deep in the waters, and Mars is pushing at them. You want real feelings, real emotions. You want the real thing, and you're willing to let go and let things die around you. If that's what it takes, fine, so be it. You are in that Gemini model of it needs to be cut free. You need to be cut free. Now, the reason you want this so bad, too, is because you're having trouble manifesting. You're the change you want. You see it as an empath. You see these difficult emotions, these dramas, these fake fires, these fake fire drills. you know, oh my God, this and this happened, you need to come here right away. Well, no, I'm in the middle of writing music. I'm in the middle of writing my serenade. I'm in the middle of manifesting my dreams, and you're just interrupting. I can't make this change if you keep interrupting me with bullshit. And it has that sense of, is this really a real problem, or is this, no, and they're not real problems. So you're changing, you want this change in emotions, this change in feeling. People need to put their feelings where they belong. It doesn't need to be like sizzling with drama. You want to make this change. This manifestation, this Magician card in reverse tells me you're working hard. You are trying everything to get this victory. You're working on something to get this victory, and it's just, every time you sit down, it's just ridiculousness, and you don't want it anymore. It's that I've made decisions. I've unmasked myself. I've made decisions. I've come to the light for my victory, and you guys are throwing tantrums, adult tantrums. It's that sense that this is why I preferred being a kid. And so I really wish I didn't tell everybody I was such an adult and I could handle myself, because now they keep throwing things at me that's fucking with my energy. 10 of Pentacles legacy. Advice from Spirit. You have this ability to come in. This is hitting it big. This is the kind of success where you're buying your mom a house and your brothers and sisters too. But this is you in reverse. You do have ability to hit your 10 of Pentacles even before the end of this year. Make some money. Get some coin going. But it ain't you. Spirit is saying, just because you have an ability to make money somewhere doesn't mean it's where you should be. There's more to life than pence. There's abundance in growth. Abundance in creativity, abundance in change. You have abandoned your creativity, Gemini. You've gotten to 3D. Well, trust me, it's not as bad. Aries got the opposite. Get your 3D feet back on the ground. But this is Gemini. You need to get your head back in the clouds. You need to, one of the first descriptions of Gemini that came out to me that I said at the beginning of the reading, even though it didn't correspond to the other readings I was doing, was that you needed to let your ideas free. They needed to breathe. They needed to get out. They needed to be cut loose. And this is the creativity card. This is grounding your creativity. This is building your creativity in a physical world. We need both the Empress and the Emperor energy in across the Fool's journey in just the beginning to get going. A 10 of Pentacles without your creativity, it's just like anybody can do it. And what about that great thing I can do? If this will bring you a 10 of Pentacles, with you not being you not being your authentic self, imagine if you put your whole self into it. Spirit is saying, this is feminine energy. Male or female, embrace your inner Empress, the creativity, the supporting energy, the enhancing energy of your work. You need to seek out a more creative arena, a more spiritual arena too. No, not spiritual. It's more creative. This is the difference between your creativity and your Pentacle life. There's something about it. You're disconnecting them. It's probably why I got that adult energy. It's the adult thing to do to get more 3D and get more empressy in a way that's more just really physical. But you still need your creativity in there. You still need to breathe life into life for yourself. And it's not, you have an opportunity ahead of you that's going to begin to divide you into this is my creative self and this is my money-making self, when they should be continuously intertwining. It's going to take you away from your biggest dreams, not bring you closer to them. And right now, Jupiter is favoring expansive big dreams. Remember, I told you about that Jupiter crossing our galactics, enter the gravitational pull of our galaxy. 7 of Pentacles, planting seeds. You have planted seeds. This is in love. This is the love portion of the reading. You've planted seeds for something. You've put it out there, what you're interested in there, my Geminis. You've put it out there. And you've put out there what you want. You've planted seeds. You've maybe said hi, maybe made winky wink looks at this person. You're almost ready to approach. You're almost ready to be more receptive to this person. But the reason you don't feel ready to move forward is because you've kind of stepped away from your authentic self. As I said, to do maybe some money making, to buy some really good things, to start a dating kind of thing. But it's not the way for you. It's not. This non-creative path might destroy you. Right, you're trying to make a new financial, you're working on it. Believe you me, that's the Fool card. You're stepping forward and taking your 10 of Wands, your burdens. You're making that last push with the 9, making a new financial start, and dropping your burdens, or putting them to good use. You can take those burdens up the hill, and you can build your house with them. Moving towards somebody without your burdens. A little empty-pocketed. But you have something. Who's my Geminis moving towards? This is preparation for love. So many of this reading is preparation for love. Ooh, this set of cards keeps coming out for everybody. And it's about putting your love in your work. It's putting your heart where your work is. Taking it out, or taking it out of work where it don't belong. These cups could be poison. This is selecting the love you want. You do have a choice to be selective, to be desirous of what you want. You don't have to just accept any old fucking thing that comes by. This is being very selective and having standards and desires and dreams. And again, it's not taking even that job that's just it's gonna pay well. Oh, sure. But you might be miserable the rest of your life. Unacceptable this time of year, this December 2019, in preparation for January 2020. And then that Capricornian energy. Jupiter is in Capricorn. Jupiter loves, it's where it's home. We're about to move into Capricorn season, and then we have this full, it's the whole Capricornian ambitious energy. And Spirit is not going to push on that ambition without your love being in the right place, your heart being in the right place. They're not going to give you a 5-cent raise at McDonald's. They're going to give you an opportunity to sell your art, to write the songs and sell the songs, to take those creative dreams and actually be able to support yourself with them, support yourself with your heart in the right place. This isn't about love. This is about making sure you're on the right path. Making sure you're chasing the right dreams. Do not divide yourself, because you're dividing yourself. You're really just putting your dream aside when you divide yourself. And Geminis, I know you don't mind dividing yourselves. You're probably the only sign that does. But in this case, you need that shit to intertwine. This is what that is. 3 of Diamonds, 8 of Cups. Intertwining your heart and your 3-day life. Your passions and your work. They need to be intertwined. You need to be at a certain level for love to come in at that level. You need to be living your highest life for love to become your highest possible love to come in. So it's that kind of energy. It's just resetting yourself. Don't put your dreams aside because you have rent to pay. Maybe find a place with less rent or less difficulties. All right, Geminis, thank you for sharing your energy with me. A lot of tough lessons today for you, but get your creative juices flowing. It's a must. All right, please like, subscribe, share, comment. Tip or donate if the spirit moves you. Everything is in the box below. And of course, have a very good week, my lovely, lovely Geminis.